What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of kevmacvideos True Stories. I just want to pay homage to my homeboy Rosco, my road dog, my best friend.
Here's a little story I got to tell.
Welcome to another episode.
Here's a little story I got to tell.
kevmacvideos True Stories.
Here's a little story I got to tell.
Welcome to another episode.
Here's a little story I got to tell.
kevmacvideos True Stories.
Here's a little story I got to tell.
Back then, his family name was Mookie, so only family and close friends called him Mookie. Then he had this name Lil Man. We called him Lil Man because he was a little dude. Rosco was always happy, with whatever. He loved physical altercation. He liked to actually fight guys that was bigger than him when we was kids. Like you had to be bigger and stronger. And that would like motivate him to wrestle or fight you. He was down, he wasn't turning down nothing. Loved to do backflips, somersaults. Rosco, when he was little, he was already agile and physical. But as he got bigger, it was kind of funny to see how agile he was. Big old guy, 220 pounds, 19-inch arms, 20-inch arms, and agile. Rosco was, man, Rosco could have been a hell of a sports star, but he wasn't really into sports. When you go to jail, Rosco's the guy you want to jail with. If you cool with Rosco, he's an ally, that's the guy you want to jail with. Because he's going to get down with whoever, don't matter how outnumbered we are, don't matter what race you are. Rosco is with the business and he's ready to go. You know, there's a lot of times and a lot of different individuals that went to war with Rosco. You know, everybody say Rosco, you know, Rosco comes out on top. Rosco pushes the line. Rosco done save dudes. Dudes done save Rosco because they know his performance and his presence is needed when you're in an environment like that. And I jail with Rosco. I've been in the cell with him, the next cell with him, pod with him, different pods with him. Rosco was always A1. Rosco is the one that taught me that it's all right to be cool with your enemy. Like Rosco really showed me like it don't matter if this gang is your enemy or not, it's the individual. So I really learned that from Rosco to where we could go to enemyhood. We could go to the Swans. We could go to the Outlaws. We could go to the Pyrus, depending which Pyru it was. And everything be cool, you know what I'm saying? The Folders Gangsters, the Fire Tray Gangsters, the Fody Avalons, the Fire Tray Avalons. Rosco was always gonna stay the same. If he was with you, he was with you. If he was against you, he was against you. And it was always funny being with Rosco when you run across like an enemy of his from an enemy set. Because Rosco always want to get the fool. I ain't saying shoot him or kill him, but Rosco want to pop out on him. Rosco's going to go hand-to-hand combat. Rosco going to choke you out, knock you out. Rosco was always with that type of bullshit. And the one thing that always had me on my P's and Q's when I was with Rosco, like we would be going through Watts or we'd be going through Compton, and Rosco would want to stop. And I'd be like, man, we can't stop at that store. He like, shit. Rosco wanted some bugler or camels. And he didn't care where he was at or when it was. He just had his mind on that tobacco. And I used to hate that shit, man. I used to hate it because I'm always go with it. Always go with it. And it was always funny to see if somebody hit me up. I remember one time we went to Compton. It's a store on the corner. I think that's Nutty Block Hood. And I'm outside waiting for Rosco. Rosco's inside. I don't want to be inside because there's only one way out. It's going to be a trap. And I know these dudes over here, they don't care for us like that. We out of bounds. And I'm waiting and waiting. Rosco taking forever, man. And 3 dudes pull up. And they jump out. They kind of younger than us. They jump out. Oh yeah, crip this, crip that. And I'm like, damn. So me and Rosco used to kick it, right? And then when I get kicked out the house later on, like 1983 and then 1984, I'm not seeing Roscoe over there that much. Like, I might get lucky and see him, but I wasn't seeing him regular, and I used to ask around, like, where's Mookie at? Where's Roscoe? A lot of people didn't know where Roscoe was, and some people told me he moved to the west side. So I thought I would never see Roscoe again. And one day, I'm at the house, and next door they having an add-on put on. They having a room put on in the back and building their garage into some fancy back house like. And they making a lot of noise, they banging, because Roscoe and his dad, they did carpentry. And they shooting this gun with the nail gun, pop, pop, pop. And I'm like, damn, I'm getting tired of this shit. So I go back there and get in my garage and I look, and it's fucking Roscoe. Roscoe's helping his dad build this back house. So I'm like, Mook, what's up? He like, what's up, man? And now I go out in the front, I'm like, what's up? Roscoe won't come talk to me. His pops was kind of strict, and pops is showing him how to be a man and make some money. So finally they get a break, and Roscoe comes out, and he's telling me what's going on and stuff, and he's asking about my brother. And he like, you right here? I'm like, yeah, I live right here. So he like, all right, I'm gonna come through. So Roscoe started coming through. So this is like 1983. I want to say 82, 83. Because pop locking was still in. Roscoe would pop lock and stuff, and I would call some of the homies, tell them to come over and pop lock against Roscoe, and everybody thought it was funny because he had some cool moves, little short dude. And then I find out Roscoe's in the catwalks. They live in the catwalks. So I start going through the catwalks, spend a little time with Roscoe. I remember, no, it had to be before that because, no, that's about right. So in, I believe, the summer of 84, I tell Roscoe I'm gonna go to Crenshaw, and he's telling me he'll be at Crenshaw. So we gonna hook up, we gonna be road dog, we gonna road dog and everything in 1984. When Crenshaw starts, I don't see Roscoe, I can't find Roscoe, so I'm going back to the catwalks. His family steady telling me he not there. They don't tell me in jail. He had went to jail getting into it with this dude we used to get into it with from B&G. When I would go over there, it was always this dude cutting grass, and we would have arguments and shit. He was with his pops, and, you know, he'd be throwing lugs, we throw lugs. Roscoe ended up getting into an altercation with them and caught a shooting and went to YA. So I didn't never see Roscoe again until 1988. And they looking a little bit paranoid, trying to see who I am. I pull over to the curb, I jump out. What's up, nigga? We greet each other, we hug each other, because I hadn't seen Roscoe since 83, maybe 84. And I told that story about 1988. He goes back on the violation. He know where we live and stuff now, so when he get out, we hook up again. When he get out, he come through. My brother had got out. So they hadn't seen each other in 6 years. So now they back reunited. We all united. Usually, me and Roscoe hang out together. Roscoe and my brother hang out together. We didn't really hang out as a trio, except for if we was gambling or going gambling, Vegas, stuff like that. We didn't hang together like that, man. I was working, they wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? They doing licks. I was just doing burglaries at the time. I wasn't really pistol draw down on people type of guy at the time. And so, you know, some of our stuff didn't coincide, but a lot of it did. Nice cars, riding Crenshaw, you know, going out for a fight, going to a concert to fight. So those type of things we did together with the hood, you know what I mean? We would be together more with the hood than we would away from the hood, right? Meaning the homies. But yeah, man, I got a lot of love for Roscoe, man. I got a million stories on Roscoe, but I'm not going to burn y'all ears off with Roscoe. I'm going to give y'all that profile on Roscoe, and that's just sum it up. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And don't forget, you can always comment in the comment section. I'm out of here, y'all. Salute.